Hi guys, you're watching JusTVfied. I'm Ashara, and today we're joined by Mr. Presh from South East London. He's a music producer, a film director and a singer, so we're going to talk about his work and much more. Let's go talk to him. Hi Presh, how are you?
Very fine, thank you.
That's good. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Right, so we want to know, you're like this multi-talented personality. You're a singer, you're a music producer, you're a film director. How did that all happen? And you know, how come you do all these things? Tell us.
First of all, I'd like to point out that what I am at the core of everything is just a regular guy.
Yeah.
I'm just a regular guy who discovered some time back that in life you can do anything, and I mean anything you want to do. All you have to do is just do it.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So you turned your dreams into kind of like a reality.
That's all it is. I just chose, if I just pick up something, I'm like, look, I want to do this, and I just go ahead and do it. Because I've got, like, from childhood, I used to read a lot of articles, history and a lot of things.
Okay, you used to read a lot of history.
A lot of history, yeah. And I stumbled upon people like Leonardo da Vinci.
Okay.
Now, this dude is an architect, or was an architect, an artist, a philosopher, a lawyer, a medical doctor, several other things, and he happened to be the best in all these things.
And your working, and your working background also includes architecture, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm an architect as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow.
I'm an architect as well. So I looked at these people, and I'm like, there were lots of them like that in his time. Yeah. And I looked at these people, and I'm like, if these dudes can do this thing, what's stopping us from doing it? I believe everybody. I believe you can do whatever you want to do. You only limit yourself if you choose to limit yourself.
I think it's willpower as well as wanting to kind of not just leave it, because sometimes we do things that we don't really want to, but we have to. So I think it's always nice if you can kind of really what you have a passion of, that you can go into. So how did the music come about, and what came first? Was it music or was it film directing? What came first?
It was music, and I'll break the music down into several bits to the singing part before the production.
Yeah.
And first of all, I'd like to say every other thing I do too as well was facilitated by lots of no's. When I mean no's, it was facilitated by lots of people telling me, no, you can't do this, you know.
Okay, so there was a lot of kind of like people bringing you down and kind of like demotivating you.
Yeah.
Like, look, you didn't listen, did you?
I never listened. I never listened to such things. Yeah, that's what it is. So it all started with the singing bit, and one thing led to the other. I got better at what I was doing, started producing as well. I got better at that too as well, and eventually stumbled into music video production.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just going back to what you just said, you know, the whole singing and music kind of thing. Did you get like any kind of training in your production work that you do for your music, or was it just something that you kind of developed on your own or self-trained? How did it go?
I would actually everything I did. I actually got some form of training, not formal training, but a bit informal in a sense.
Okay.
There was always someone. The singing actually had singing lessons from a friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there was always someone that you met who could kind of train you into different aspects of music.
Exactly. The production bit as well. I actually worked for someone in a studio in Nigeria, which is where I'm from.
Okay.
I met
so that's your heritage.
That's my heritage. Okay. I'm Nigerian, straight up, full-blooded Nigerian. You know. Yeah. So I met this dude who owns a studio, Rose Rock Studio in Port Harcourt, the south of Nigeria.
So did you? So you were like an assistant man in the studio, were you, or was it just you were hanging around? How was it?
It actually happened. I actually was part of a gospel music group.
Oh,
back
okay.
Then. So I was, and we actually.
So it's been like from younger years to like now.
Yeah. We actually went there to record an album. That's what we went there to do, which never really came out at the end of the day.
Okay.
Yeah. So this dude actually picked interest in me because he saw I was interested in the production side of things in the process. So he now decides to start mentoring me in these things. And I took to it. And 2 years down the line, he helps me set up my own studio in Nigeria as well. You know, and the rest of it was history.
Okay. Presh, tell me, how did you make your transition from music to film directing?
Okay, to be honest, everything was quite organic. Most of it wasn't exactly planned, you see. I embarked upon this project, to do an album, a musical album, which was directed at talking about social ills in Africa.
Okay.
Because to me, that's what music is about for me right now. I want to use it as a tool, yeah, to enlighten people as much as I entertain them.
Raise awareness.
Yeah, raise awareness about things, yeah. Okay, so I do this song, yeah. I did this song called Johnny Just Come, which is a slogan, a popular Nigerian slogan, yeah.
Okay.
And when I did
tell
that
me
track,
about that.
it's a track that basically talks about immigrants generally. Of course, it affects everybody: Asians, Europeans, East, Polish, Africans, everybody.
So anybody can relate
to that, yeah. But it was the song was designed for the African market, particularly the Nigerian market. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. The song talks about a Nigerian guy who actually was averagely all right in Nigeria, but because of a bit of misinformation on his side, and because of the trend which states that the grass is greener on the other side, go to the West if you want to have the best things in life and everything. This dude sells everything he owns in Nigeria and moves over to to the UK. At the end of the day, he ends up finding out it wasn't exactly he didn't see exactly what he thought he was going to see. He ended up struggling to even survive, to even get a decent meal and everything. So the song talks about his travels,
just
issues,
the
things that happen, struggles,
that
happens. Yeah.
And as you were saying, so it came about with the project that you were working on.
Yeah.
So the film, how did it come about the film?
Yeah. I walked up to this guy. I wanted to shoot a video for that particular song. Yeah.
Okay.
And because of the song, because of the message in the song, I really wanted it to be very theatrical. Yeah. Okay. Now I met a music video director here in London to do this project for me. Yeah. We started it off and everything, but we didn't quite get what I wanted from that video, from what he did for me. Yeah, he was looking at it from the point of view of a music video where we had girls dancing and stuff happening, and to me I was like, this is not what I'm after. I really want this to be a more conscious thing, a more socially conscious thing than a glamorous music video. So I was like, look, I need to do this myself. I need to put my ideas, I need to sell them and put my ideas. And that was just what it was, necessity. I was like, I need to do this thing myself. So I just started putting things, learning stuff. I actually registered with an online music video school, the New York Video School.
Oh, so you got training in that as well?
This could be like publicity for them or something, you know. But with some formal training, online training. I got some training for that.
So. Presh, I've always been very curious to know what happens when you have someone walk into your studio who can't sing very well. What do you do?
Okay, I mentioned earlier that my venture into singing, was facilitated by a bunch of no's from people. Yeah, so I know firsthand what it feels like to open your mouth and rubbish flows from your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So when I see people like this, I just encourage them. They remind me of me back in the day. Okay. So I encourage them. And I try my best to bring the best out of them. That's what I do.
Oh, right. So you wouldn't just rule out working with them? You
actually take more interest in such people.
Oh, okay. That's me. Favorite ultimate single ever released?
Favorite single? Okay, now that's long. I love Boyz II Men. I love Boyz II Men. Yeah. So if I was to pick, I'd say Dreams. The song Dreams.
That was a beautiful song.
It was, it wasn't a big one for them though, but it was a beautiful track. I love that.
I think with Boyz II Men, it was like, even when I was growing up listening to R&B and getting into it and soul harmonies, I used to practice listening to Boyz II Men and just like, you can't do it.
Damn, those guys.
And I don't think anybody's actually ever come close, and they will, always be around, I reckon.
They will. They are, to me, they possess the best vocals on the planet today, in my opinion. My opinion. I love them.
What do you like doing away from work for fun?
Okay, away from work, I like to work.
Okay.
Just kidding. All right.
Okay.
I used to do martial arts back in the days, and
martial arts.
Yeah. Shotokan karate, to be precise. Yeah.
You got to show us some moves later.
I will then. I will.
Yeah. Guys, you're going to see some moves from Presh soon.
Yeah. So I just picked that. I just picked up interest in it again, and when I'm not working, you can find me in the gym or anywhere doing that kind of workout. That's what I do.
Presh, what advice would you give to aspiring people out there?
It's the same advice I'd give to anyone. I read from a eulogy someone made at Steve Jobs.
Okay.
A funeral. Yeah, it was one of his quotes, by the way. It was like, the difference between successful people and people who don't succeed is that one set persevered while the other gave up. That's just what it was. So perseverance, simple. If they tell you no, you can't do it, nobody has a right to tell you no, you can't do something. You can do anything you want to do. You can be anything you want to be. That's just all. Persevere. Just keep going at it. It's hard. You might make mistakes. You might make mistakes, but eventually it will turn out if you really be at it. That's just what it is.
To sum it up, guys, he's saying never give up.
Never give up.
Guys, you've been watching JusTVfied. My name's Ashara. Follow us on Twitter at JusTVfied and also on Facebook. Keep it locked, keep it JusTVfied.